All
All
right.
right.
Hi.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone.
You're making it official. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Not mind me. I can be official sometimes, and sometimes I'll just be like, okay, let's jump into this.
Exactly. Yeah,
But
yeah.
welcome. I think this is the first official podcast for 2025. So this probably has to be official at the beginning. Then we can now go into the informal.
Yes. No,
How's your
yeah.
week been? How's your week been? I think with Joseph, you can just start out with you. How's your week been?
I mean, it's been ups and downs, a lot of rough stuff internally, a lot of running around, chasing people. So we have a lot of that going on internally. So it hasn't moved. It hasn't been the most smooth week I've had so far, but that's life. That's life.
Yeah. Alex, how's your week been?
Uh, Joseph have said it all. Lots of ups and downs. It's not been going well, but actually, I'm still positive. It's been hectic, I must say, but we have no
Okay.
choice and just remain positive. Yeah.
All
Nice,
right.
nice.
So I think we're already this topic that we're about to talk about today is not like it's something that is new to everybody. This is a very, very this is a very, very delicate issue.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, this is a very delicate issue. This is about, I think it relates to us very well. I don't know who is a firstborn here apart from me,
I'm
but
not.
being a firstborn, you are not Alex, right?
You're not a firstborn.
No,
No, I'm
no,
not the
I
first one.
think Joseph
The
has
way
an
Joseph
elder one.
was, you would think he actually gave birth to his best.
Oh, really? Really? I mean, I've had to take on a lot of responsibilities because my older brother just ended up, running away and leaving everything to my taking. So I ended up having to step up into a firstborn role, but I'm not the firstborn. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that means you can still relate to what we're about to speak on today. So it's
Yes,
not like
man. Yes, yes, yes.
it's it's not rocket science. It's black tax. But
Do
Alex,
people
what you
know? Do people know
exactly?
what black tax is?
Some people might not know, which is why I wanted Alex to kind of explain what black tax means to him.
For me, I just classify black tax as that's not really in my budget. Like it just goes out because of family, most especially family. Yeah, and some bit of friends too. That's how I classify like.
You have
But you know,
friends on top of that goodness. Hmm.
yeah,
I'm saying you
I
have
think
friends in your black tax list, in your
Joseph,
social
you understand.
security.
There's some people that actually just the way they say all fingers are not equal. Some people are actually going through a lot, and sometimes it's really not their fault. It's just that
That's
maybe they
true.
Mm,
don't. Yeah, just that maybe they don't really have the health. You have the health,
Yeah.
but then they are
Yeah.
trying, and you know that okay, this person is trying, but
Yes.
the kind of strength you have, you know they don't have it.
Yes.
But that
Yes.
little time
Yes.
they want to just, yes, at least I'm able to have something. And when the strength just feels them, they're like, heaven, Lord, just help me. So
Yeah.
that's the way I
Yeah.
calculate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay. So Joseph, can you go on? Like, what does black tax mean to you?
Yeah. For me, I think black tax is so you have like the normal, federal tax, like the income tax that you get.
Mm,
You have to pay to the government to build infrastructure and all that stuff if they do, and then the remainder is yours. But then for some of us, we have people who are dependent on us, or it's not dependent. It's people who you want to support financially,
mm,
or instances where you need support certain people financially. So you end up spending another percentage of your income, in this case, your take home, to support those people, right? So that's what I consider black tax. Now, it's called black tax because it's the most common thing in black families or like African families.
yeah.
So that's why it's called, because I've seen families in other cultures, like if you're not making it, sorry, like bye, right?
Bye.
So this could be like taking care of parents, contributing to help your siblings go through school, or things like that, right? It's not a responsibility. Like for instance, for me, I know my parents have told me a long time ago, they like it's never a kid's responsibility to take care of the parent, right? It's only the relationship is only one way. But
Yeah.
because if you have good parents, like my mom supported us through a lot, you actually it's not an obligation. You're more fulfilled if you help your
Yeah.
parents have a
Yeah.
more comfortable life than if you don't. Same thing with our siblings. It's only the parents who are responsible for the siblings, for the kids, but sometimes these are the siblings that people who have your back, all the moments, all the rough moments and all. So you want to actually support them. You want to have a good crew, right? So that ends up tapping into now your finances, support them. So that all ends up being a black tax. Now I'm going to challenge it. Okay, just go ahead. Go ahead first. Ayo.
Well,
Okay,
everybody is
I wanted
saying
to,
it.
I wanted to say
Everybody's
something, but it simply means you are digressing. But I will just take note of it. Joseph, you said something, you know, um, like when you take care of your parents, most especially your mom. I'm like,
yes,
what about your dad?
Like, look, like for me, I support my dad as well.
Mhm.
If your dad, for me,
Mhm.
it's not even about the mom or the dad. It's whoever had extremely positive influence in your life, right?
mm,
Such that you feel, this is my experience, not everyone's experience. Some people feel obliged, but I don't feel obliged. I feel more satisfied knowing they're living a comfortable life. Now, I had a different experience, right? So, my dad left us when I was 9. Now, he didn't disappear. He moved us to his own ranch. So, it was his ranch. So, from his perspective, he didn't leave us because we were in his ranch, right?
yeah,
But as a kid, he left us because I didn't see him, right? So,
yeah,
he moved us, financially, things went south. So, we moved from the city to a ranch in the village. And he just left, but it was his ranch, so we had all the food we need. We had like all the cows and all that stuff. But he just left, and we've never been with him in the same house since then, since I was 9, right? So to me, that's the problem. But where for me the relationship with him now is, we kind of rebuilt our relationship down the line. He reached out and da da da. The reason for me I clicked with my dad is because he was a good dad before that moment.
mm,
Like, so he had, like, from my perspective as a kid, he had invested too much and built one of the strongest memories and relationships I had beforehand, up to that point. So when things went south, now I understand, from his perspective, life was, falling on him and blah, blah, blah. Obviously, it's not an excuse, by the way, but it's just understanding. But
yeah,
because he had that much invested in my memory bank, so I still viewed him as a good dad. Regarding, I was angry with him. I was actually absolutely pissed with him in between. Later on, when we started, when he reached out during COVID and we started building a relationship, I was cool. It's been advising me, in business and that in life and all that. So it's good to have like a parent and all that. So I'm actually grateful for that. So the two parents apply, but you have instances where you have like a shitty parents, and they don't deserve anything. Like you're not obliged
yeah,
to help your parents. You only help your parents. This is my perspective. You're not obliged to help your parents. You only help your parents if, like in my instance, because I feel more satisfied doing so. So this is the other point I was bringing. Like, do I then consider it a tax? I don't think so. I don't know.
yeah. Well,
Ayo,
I think
what's been your experience? How do you define black tax, and what's been your experience?
so. This is what black tax looks to me, right? My dad got married at the age of 43, 42. Like
Okay.
he got married quite late. Now he
Yes.
started having kids quite late. And he kind of took care of us. He took care of us a lot because how will I explain it? He invested himself in us. First of all, we are mostly girls. We are three girls, and we have just one brother. And that one
Yeah.
brother, he's still in school till now. Now my dad is
Wow.
retired. He's a
Yes.
pensioner. He can't pay my
Yes.
brother's school fees. So this is
Yeah.
what black tax is to me. My school fees is coming up. I don't have money anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
My provisions has finished. I need this.
Yes. 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 Yes.
And okay, my mom is no more, so I have to
Mm,
support my dad. I have to pay his health insurance. I have to make sure he's fine. He has
yeah.
someone that comes to clean his house.
Yeah.
Thank God for his sister that cooks for him every week.
Yeah.
Like, but I still have to take care of all of that. So from my own perspective, and I think maybe because of how I was brought up, I love to take care of people. Ask
Yeah.
Alex today. Today, when I got him food, he was like, "I thank you for taking care of me."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
so, so, so technically, I don't see it as an obligation. I see it as something that comes naturally, because of course I was taken care of. I didn't lack when I was growing up. So I feel my brother should not lack in school as he is
Yeah.
growing up. Like, that's it's there. So it's still black tax one way or the other. It's still
Yes.
gonna be black
Yes.
tax.
Yes.
It can be frustrating sometimes. It's
Yes.
sometimes it's
That's
good,
what I wanted
sometimes
to
it's,
ask. Do you sometimes feel resentful?
I don't feel resentful. I just feel tired sometimes. I think the second year after my dad retired, because my dad is the kind of person that'll be like, until you get married, I'll still be giving you money. Like, based when he was working,
Yes.
he likes to take care
Yes.
of his daughters.
Yes.
So my dad was the kind of person that would want to take care of us. But the second year, I don't know, it was the first year. Towards the end of that year, he retired.
Yeah.
Called me that he needed some money, and that money was my whole salary then. It was like my whole salary.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Damn. That's a lot.
I collected the money. Thank God I was not like owing debts or something. So I just collected the money and I sent it to him. And I went to my room and I went to cry.
Oh. Yeah. 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 Now, my question is, did you cry because you feel like your hero, your dad who used to take care of you now is no longer that guy? Like, was that the sadness?
No, the sadness was all my money is gone.
That's finished.
Something deeper. Okay, I'm with you. I'm with you.
So, but of course, I have younger ones that are working. So, of
Yes.
course, they will
Yes.
definitely help me out.
The
And
pitching.
yeah, in fact, my sister came and she was like, "Is that why you're crying? You know that I'll still give
What
you money."
what percentage now what percentage, for instance, Alex, what percentage do you allocate for like black tax?
Okay, I wouldn't say I have a specific allocation. Reason because the way I operate my finances is whatever comes in, savings or investment goes first. So anything left,
Yes.
they're living with it.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yeah.
if I have 20% left, I'm also going to spend it at 20%. The black tax goes in that. So the moment it finishes, I'll look at you. You look at
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, yeah.
I cannot show my strength myself. That's the way I operate. I cannot say
Yeah.
because back then I remember growing up, I used to say, okay, maybe I'll put 10%. But I noticed when I put a cap of like 10%, before you
Yeah.
know, something happens and you end up going back. You'll be like, okay, let me just remove
Mm,
5%. It's okay, let me remove
mm,
2%. And before you know, that savings or that investment is there. I'm like, okay, no. Once the investment goes, what is left?
yes.
It's if it
Yes.
finishes, wait to the end of the
Yeah.
month. I will wait till anytime it comes again. And that's how I've been operating. And for me, it's okay.
I have a question. Do you guys have Ayo, do you have a percentage? Alex, 20%, whatever is left after savings and investments and then on a rolling basis, whoever comes first and whatever is left and when it runs out, that's it. Do you
Yeah,
have a different
I
structure
have
and what's your percentage?
I have a different structure, because I noticed that every month I have like a new responsibility that pops up. It might be something that maybe was supposed to be, or maybe something I do every 3 months, or something I do every 6 months, but something
Yes.
will pop up. So what I do is that already have allocated funds. If that is the money I am giving you. There's nothing on the face of,
Yeah.
unless you say, unless there is something like, okay, I want to buy this book, or I want to get something extra, or we have to pay like a departmental fee or something.
Yes.
Or my dad says one of his friends is doing party and they need to buy the Ashwebi. It's called clothes, like the clothes that everybody's selling. So they are
Yes. Yes. Yes.
yeah, like for example, my family recently became like the king in the area. Like it's our turn to become king. So yeah, so my so the coronation is this month. I think it's on the 23rd or
Yeah.
so. I can't remember. So my dad called and he's like, "Oh, they need to buy clothes," and I'm like, "Okay, I'll send you money for clothes." And he's going for it because, of course, he belongs to the family. So, and he and his brother. So I'm like, okay, fine, it's fine. But aside from that, whatever I give you, that is it. Like, he can call my sister, he can call any other person, but it's what we have agreed in the house. I think we, my sisters and I, we just sit down and say, okay, this is how much I can give daddy. This is, I already have like a structure. Because initially, I would just give him what I feel like. And I realized that by the middle of the month I'm hungry. I can't I can't do that.
Yeah.
So I had to I my youngest sister is an accountant, so she had to like teach us that whole, this is what you are doing. Don't go more than this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting. And do you guys have people? Also on that side. Okay. Yeah,
Mm,
let's answer this question and then I'll share my strategy. So, do you guys
yeah.
have designated people who are in the Social Security fund, or it's just anyone
So
anyone
so
who falls in that category?
so as God we have it, like God is so good. Among my cousins, we're like the last born. Like my dad is the second to the last born. And my last auntie, she never got married. So we are the last of my cousins. So everybody's older than us and they're all taking care of their parents. And sometimes when we even travel to see my dad, some of them even give us money. They give us money.
Nice,
Or
nice,
my cousins sometimes they just like, Ayo, how are you? And they send us money or something. Like, it's good to be
nice.
the last one. I wish I were the last one, but
Yes,
no, I don't have
yes.
anybody.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice, nice, nice. So do you, and in your group of people that you support, is it your
Yeah.
dad, your last born
I think it's
brother?
just
And
my
that's
dad and my younger brother and my youngest sister, because she probably would have like a professional exam to write, and I know that she cannot
yeah,
afford to because she's just starting out in her career, or she would
yeah,
have something she wants to buy. She's always buying wigs with my money. She's always
yeah,
saying,
yeah,
I have, she'll be like, I've saved 70%, give me 30% of the money. And that's how she is. She'll always keep money aside and come and meet me for like 20%. But she's not really like, because she stays in my house. So I just count it as, oh, okay, just take this one. I'm dashing you. Yeah. Yes, that's it.
makes sense. Alex, you're the same.
I really don't help much people now. Reason because my sister is grown up. Definitely, she really doesn't pressure me at all. You get, it's just basically family, and most times it's only maybe when an emergency arises. It's like, oh, I think I need to fix this, and they don't have enough. Like, oh, please, can you come through? I'm like, oh, yeah, no problem. But apart from that,
Yeah,
definitely, you have the last one of the house who will always strangle you. Even if she has the money, she does not have the money. She will tell you she does not have. You know she has the money,
yeah,
but you know your
yeah.
money
You
is
said don't have the money.
everybody's money.
Yeah,
Then you have no choice. You just have to turn up. And yeah, basically that. And just I'm still like a couple of my friends, they're about to, because I know their present condition. They really don't have the kind of health I have or the kind of health other people have at their age. So it's something when they reach out, you just have to just be there. You get, they don't
yeah,
reach out like, yeah, because you don't really have the kind of health I have. So for those ones,
yeah.
it's just like, yeah, this is my own way. No matter how little is it, I want to support you during this trying time till heaven, God knows when you are able to like,
Stabilize and be on your
yeah,
feet.
yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I'm with you. I'm
So
with
Mm.
that's
you.
just the way it
Oh,
works.
that's nice. That's worth it actually. But and do you have a cap of how much you can spend so that kind of counters that and helps?
No,
That's nice.
that's I said, I don't have a cap because Once one has gone for savings and investment, the others, let's chill.
Yeah.
Anywhere it goes,
Would you
we go.
would you ever stretch into your savings or investments to feed black tax?
He
No.
said
I've
no.
never
Okay.
done it. Nope.
Well,
And
I,
would you
I
have
will.
you ever
I
taken
will.
have you ever gone as far as taking debt for black tax like support or things like that?
No.
For me, it kind
Because
of depends.
for me, it's the way I operate my finances, most
Mm,
of the times, let me say what I like having physical cash. No matter what I do,
Yes.
like I
Yes.
just like having cash because I always know something will happen, whether it's to
Yes.
you or to somebody.
Yes.
So, like, no matter
mm,
how I spend, there is something
Yes.
that I know that this it can see me throughout the month. Unless it's a matter of life and death. I hear yes, you're in the hospital. But if you're not in the hospital, for heaven's sake,
Yeah.
you're just you call. It's the beauty money. Oh, do you have legs to run? Yes, please run.
Yeah, yeah, I'm with you. No, I'm with you. I'm
Yeah,
with you. I'm with you.
because the truth is, I've come to learn something about life is if you keep doing something, which is good, sometimes people take advantage of it. Why?
Yeah,
Because they know
yeah.
that whenever they call you,
Anytime
you
they can
will
just call
answer.
so and so, and yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So most times when I learned that, I'm like, okay, sometimes I need to say no. Even if I know
Yes,
I can. But I'm like,
yes,
I ain't
yeah,
going.
yes,
And they'll be like,
yes. You have
and
to
after
limit.
maybe a
Yeah,
while,
yeah, yeah.
you reach out and ask like, oh, how was that? I'm like, I managed to.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
ma-
yeah, 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 yeah. You managed to, so
yeah,
now, so you had alternatives and you had the ability to solve
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So
I just wanted to,
I
yeah,
just try to be like strategic about it. I'm like, we know when things because the truth is, let's be sincere, the economy is crazy.
yeah. I
Like
know. Because it's
my
crazy.
father
People
is
are
not a
yeah.
different. Are different.
$1 billion for me. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
just
yeah.
have to try and manage what you have and live between your means
Means.
and it's good to go.
Yes. We should, yeah,
Yeah.
we should actually extend this conversation. You guys, I have to jump out. We should extend this
Yeah.
conversation next time
Yes.
to
Yeah,
get
we
deeper
can.
into it.
This is the part one. This is the part one, so we can
Yes.
have a part
Second.
two later on.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes. This
Awesome.
is a
Awesome,
very
guys.
interesting
Awesome
conversation.
chat.
Thank you
Have a good one,
guys.
Thank
guys.
you guys.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye.